Andy and I are about really getting fast results for people who really need the fast results. Like, how do you bring in a lot of money with high ticket offers and change your business quickly without spending tons of money? Welcome to the Profit Lifestyle for Fitness Entrepreneurs podcast. My name is Scott Carpenter. I am a personal trainer turned multiple gym owner and investor who's already been through the rock bottom and near bankruptcy in the fitness business. But I've been lucky enough to come out the other side and have turned the profits of my fitness business into indestructible wealth. I'll be sharing the no bullshit strategies, tactics, and advice to win big in business and in life. So if you're a gym owner, a personal trainer, or an online coach who wants to make multiple six figures in take-home profit and have the freedom with your time to actually enjoy it, subscribe now to this podcast. This is the show for you. All right, welcome back to the Profit Lifestyle for Fitness Entrepreneurs. I'm your host, Scott Carpenter. Along with me, Andy Boymilla. Today, we're going to talk about the best marketing plan for you and your unique business, your unique market, and it may not be what you think.
And we're actually going to approach this from a really unique perspective that I don't know if I've ever really seen before, honestly. And that's because we're going to be talking about what is your greatest asset and then utilizing that as your marketing strategy.
Absolutely. And this has come up a lot because, we work with so many different gym owners in so many different areas and online coaches and trainers. We also have been working with med spa owners and estheticians, chiropractors, anything in the wellness.
I can never say that word properly. Esthetician. I can never say. I can't spell it. I can't.
It's not an easy one.
It's not.
I had to ask her, why do you sometimes spell it with an A and an E? It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
But anything wellness related, and it's because Andy and I are about really getting fast results for people who really need the fast results. How do you bring in a lot of money with high ticket offers and change your business quickly without spending tons of money? It's not just.
We even have, that's what we built the 10K weekend play for, right? You remember that one? And that's it. Listen, we understand that as business owners, sometimes you just need a nice little influx of cash. And so one of the things that we like doing is helping people do that. And when it comes to marketing, it can be overwhelming. Where do I market? How much do I market? Do I hit every channel? Do I have to start a podcast, Andy? No, You don't have to start a podcast.
Yeah. And I just had a conversation with a telehealth person, and she's paying a marketer $2,000 a month building out her website and then her back end CRM but here's the thing. She's got 61 clients. They all are referrals. They all came in from that. So she's spending thousands and thousands of dollars building out a robust CRM and all this kind of stuff.
Which is nice.
But you're solving a problem that isn't a problem for you yet.
Right. Exactly.
Right. And we had to fix her model. She wasn't charging enough. She didn't have a back-end MRR model. She wasn't handling the things, get the upsells and actively getting referrals, even though she's great at it because people love her. And I'm like, shit, you got to stop that. You got to put a cork in that and save that for later, because you might have 4 consults a month. Do you need a robust CRM to keep track of that now? No. Right. And what are your strengths? Her strengths are people freaking love her. And so we start there, and the referrals come in without even her asking for it.
Right.
But her thing that we can do right now is you got 61 clients who are not on MRR, who need to be upsold on other coaching programs that you have and other peptides. So we're gonna schedule all your goal reviews. Here's how you're going to run them. Here's how you're going to see them. Here's how you're going to upsell them. Here's how you're going to get into MRR. And here's how you're going to get your referral out of it. She needs to spend $0.
Right. Just time to do that.
Her profit in the next 8 weeks is going to double, if not triple, from doing that. Period. And that's all she needs to do right now. You don't need to spend $12,000 building out all this shit. You don't need to run ads. You don't need to do anything. That will double to triple your profits and set up your business for success. And we can do that in 8 weeks for free.
And so I was talking with one of our clients, what's today? Thursday of this recording. So Tuesday. So a couple of days ago. And we're talking about like her current clients, and a lot of her current clients actually came through a job that she previously had, but now she does online coaching. And she's like, what I need to also work on now is like consistent lead flow. She's like, so I'm going to hire a marketing company. And I was like, okay, well, how much is that going to cost you? She's like, well, it's going to cost me like $3,000 a month. That includes like my ad spend to run paid ads. And I said, all right, well, let's take a look at some other things. So we took a look at all of her potential funnels and all of her potential like streams. And I was like, you have like 11,000 followers on Instagram alone.
Yeah.
I was like, have you started, have you talked, because she's going to start offering peptides. And I was like, have you started talking about that on your social media? She's like, no, not really. And I was like, why? Like, you don't need to go hire a marketing company for $3,000 a month. Just go talk about peptide. You do online coaching. You have 11,000 people that follow you. Go talk about peptides on social media. You'll have plenty of leads. Like, you don't need any more. You don't need to go hire a marketing company. And this is what we're talking about. A lot of times when we sit down with gym owners, we start talking about marketing, which I love marketing, right? I love it. I think it, because we have to be marketing, right? As business, we have to. And we've talked about this before. In business, there are certainties. There are death, there's taxes, and there are that people will leave your business. So you always need to be marketing to get new leads in. I love marketing. But a lot of times people sit down and they go, well, Andy, it's overwhelming. I've got to do social media. I've got to do a blog. I've got to do a podcast. I have my website. And I'm like, no, you don't have to do all of that. We can take a look and say, where are your strongest assets now? How can we farm those assets first? And then once we have consistent lead flow from those assets, then we build the next asset and we build it one at a time. We don't go all in on everything, much like we do with our clients. When it comes to their business, we focus on one aspect of their business at a time. Building your marketing is done the same way.
Absolutely. We take a look. Here's what we do. The advice I would give you versus that person versus this person in that market with that, it really all revolves around your assets and your strengths.
Yep.
Like, where's the biggest amount of, it is so rare that we can't help somebody bring in their next $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 plus in new business with just working with some of their strongest assets and spending little to $0.
Right.
And usually for 2-3 months, we don't even consider it with a lot of people. Now, if you're already doing it, great. Let's take a look. You might already have something that's got a good cost, cost per acquisition and all that. Great. But man, I tell you what, it's so easy. We just look at your assets, your strengths. You might have a great social media following, even if it's not big, right?
Right.
You might have a lot of clout with that.
Yeah.
Your current clients are a great source, whether you upsell them into like high ticket programs or you have a really good way and we're going to run a play to get referrals that adds value to them.
We have a gym owner that we're working with. She came to me. She's like, I'm going to run paid ads. I was like, why? You have 300 current members.
Yeah.
Like, let's just talk to them first.
Yeah.
Like, are you trying to upsell them? No, not really. Why? Let's do that first.
Yeah.
That's the thing, guys, is like everyone's business, everyone's market is slightly different. And we're not going to sit here and tell you, well, only farm your current clients, right? Like, there are companies out there that are like, don't do paid ads, don't do this, don't do that, only get referrals. Cool. That works for some people. Some people it's not going to. Maybe you don't have a large facility. Maybe you don't have a large client base, right? Maybe it's a little bit more oriented. That's fine. But you've tried referrals. It just doesn't really work. Maybe it's not your thing. Not a problem. Maybe you've got an email list of 8,000 contacts. Well, we can probably farm that. And that's the thing is like each person, right? Like the way I handle things is different than the way Scott handles things, which is different than the way our head coach T Hutch handles things as far as when it comes to marketing, because we each play to our strengths. And that's what we want to help you guys do is sit there and go, what are your strengths? Where are your assets? How do we use those first before going to build something completely new? Yeah.
Some of you guys you might not know exactly the presentation to do, but some of you guys would love to speaking one-to-many, whether it's live in person in a seminar or online with a webinar and doing an educational webinar. So, but like if you're good with that, yeah, we can show you exactly how you can craft your presentation to be able to sell one-to-many, whether it's in person or online. And those that want to do that, they're like, oh yeah, like I want to do that. And I know I can do it. I just need some help with it. man, you can sell one-to-many and crush on a webinar or a seminar, right? Yeah, you might have a decent sized email list and like, well, those are kind of dead. There's like, yeah, 3, 4,000, 5,000 people on there, but like nobody ever really, yes, but we can run reactivation plays. We can do an account credit play. We can talk to them in a different way.
Right.
That hits the emotional side or what they're thinking or feeling inside to bring out another 5, 10, 15 people out of your quote unquote dead list. It's just, we need to have the rights, and that costs you nothing, right?
Right.
You've already paid for those leads. You're just not doing anything smart with them, right? Some of you have really good business to business relationships that you need to learn how to leverage, right? Some of you, it's as simple as you get good traffic, like you're on a walkable street sometimes, and just putting out a freaking A-frame with a QR code that doesn't ask them for their name and phone number and email and an asterisk that says, you agree for us to SMS you to fucking death until blah, blah, blah. Too much resistance. You could put out an A-frame that auto-populates a text message to your line. So all they have to do is, oh, it already fills it out, and they just hit the arrow button and it sends it to you. That converts, guys, because there's no friction in that, so well it's not even funny.
They just snap a picture and press a button.
Yeah, you've seen me use it on stage, Andy.
Oh, I remember that day you did. I wasn't with you on stage that day. I wasn't even with you at the event. And I just remember, I think it was a weekend, and all of a sudden it was Saturday, and my phone would not stop vibrating. And I was like, Scott must have finished his presentation. And literally we had like 30 text messages. And I was like, well, I'm going to filter through these and see what I can find. But yeah, it surprised me, to say the least.
Yep. We had Max do that, who got a chance to talk nutrition to jiu-jitsu dads on a Saturday, right? We had him do that. There's like, he estimated maybe like 22, 23 people there. He booked 17 freaking consultations just using that.
I love Max. He's great.
Oh, he's awesome. And again, his presentation, I was talking to him on the phone. It was Friday. He had to deliver it the next day. I'm like, cool. We just met earlier that week. So I'm like, well, call me on Friday and and I'm like, okay, what are you doing for that presentation? He's like, I'm going to do blah, 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 blah. I'm like, great. Throw all that out. Throw it all out. Here's what you're going to do instead. And he just crushed the thing. So like, for some of you, forget meta ads. For others, that could be a very viable way to go about it.
Absolutely. Right? It all depends on your business and your market.
Exactly. Your business, your market, your assets, your strengths, and what you want to do versus what you're not willing to do. Right. I'm never going to have you do shit that you don't want to do because you won't.
Don't want to ask for referrals? Not a problem. Right. Don't ask for referrals. Like, if you feel weird about it, that's fine. Like, if you're not comfortable doing it, not a problem. Like, I'm not going to sit here and force you to do it. Like, yeah, it might be a good idea and we can encourage you. But at the end of the day, if you don't want to do it, we'll find another avenue.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's ways, like a lot of us, we feel like we're making an ask and we're like pleading with them. Like, there is a way that you can just rephrase it where you flip it on its head and it's more like you're giving them extra value and you're welcome for this.
And we're actually going to talk about that. We have that on the list as like another.
Yeah, that'll be a future podcast in an episode or two.
Ask for referrals without actually asking for a referral. In case you guys are curious, so keep your eyes open for that one.
Absolutely. But yeah, even sometimes the thing that you can do with signage or next door, like just posting on next door. Like, there's so many things that can be done that don't involve handing $2,000 to $3,000 a month over to a marketing agency. And listen, I'm not poo-pooing paid ads either. In some markets, they can be great. And when they work, oh my God, it's awesome.
Right.
Like, it's just printing money at that point. But man, algorithms change. Markets are different.
Yep.
You can't just rely on that either.
No.
So anyways, that's our approach. That's the approach that we have, is we take a look at you, your unique business, your market, your strengths and weaknesses, your assets, and then we develop a marketing plan. And don't be surprised when it doesn't cost you anything.
Right. I'd prefer you not to cost you anything, honestly.
Yes, absolutely. So anyways, that's what we wanted to share. Open your eyes, guys. And you might have more questions than answers from this podcast as well. So what we're going to do is in the show notes, we're going to drop a link that if you want my help and Andy's help to build out a custom marketing plan for you, we're going to leave a link where you can book a call. I think 30 minutes with us.
Yep.
and we'll take a look at your business, your market, your area, and we'll ask you about your assets. And we will start to build out a marketing plan for you that you can take and execute on it. Because I understand that you're like, this sounds great, but what do I do? That's what we'll help implement.
Yeah. Just follow the link. Let's schedule a call. We'll hop on. We'll work through everything, and we'd love to help.
Absolutely. So thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate you guys listening in. I want you to take action on this. Knowledge is great. If you had an aha moment, that's great. Now you got to act on it. And if you don't know exactly what to do, your first step is just to get on a call with us. We're happy to help you. There's no obligation to continue working with us. But I do want to get the updates on what you did, how you implemented, and your results. That's all.
Yep. We just want to see you guys succeed.
Yep. Absolutely, guys. So thank you guys for listening in. We'll see you in the next episode. Listen, if you're stuck and could use some advice in your business, whether you're just starting out, a veteran in the business, or expanding online or into multiple locations, you can hop on a free call with us to pick our brains at ptlegends.com/one-on-one call. You can see that in the show notes. That is with numbers. Chances are we'll be able to help you get some clarity on what you need to do specifically in your business to get to the next level. It's not a sales call. We'll connect you with the right resources to help you solve your problems. But if you want to learn more about working with us, that's cool too. We can share that information should you want it. So book your call now to get out of the rat race before your week consumes you, which is easy to do at ptlegends.com/one-on-one call. That's with the number 1 on the number 1 call. You can find this in the show notes. See you soon.